Hi everyone, my name is Susan and this is I Totally Love It. And today I have the final flip through of The Curious Case of Craftley Hall, which was part of Creep on June 24, hosted by Tracy Fox. And my last video I had tried to catch up and I did some up through day 13. Um, well, June is almost over and I needed to just go ahead and finish it up, so I did. And I'm gonna start at the beginning. I um, added a few things. I'm not going to go into too much detail on days 1 through 13. You can go back and look at those videos. But I did get the cover done here. All of those are her digitals, except that is my handwriting. And I've got a pocket I added here. This was a freebie that she had, which is like, I guess, the deed to the home. And we start with day 1, 2, 3, 4 is right here. And then, and then I went in and collaged or added some little pictures here and there just because I didn't use them anywhere else. That's 4, 5, 6, 7, day 8, 9, 10, there, 11, 12, and then this was 13. All right, so we're going to pick up with day 14. I'll just say that I kind of started running out of ideas. And I kind of see why people do a tag book instead, or they do a box rather than a journal. Um, I love all the digitals, the patterns. That's the whole storyline. But I was trying to figure out, okay, it's the same, like bifold, uh, big tag and a smaller tag, and then what do I do? What do I do different? So on this one, I took the bigger tag. I made it like a little, kind of like a wallet type pocket, except it doesn't wrap around. So what I did was I just I turned it sideways. I folded this part in, I folded this part up, just made a pocket here, and then I glued it where I had a pocket there. And of course, if you haven't seen my other videos, I shrunk the storyline down. So I've kind of broken it up into 30 parts, and those are just glued to the back. I just glued that on there. So that was day 14. Then we got to day 15. All right, and that was the end of the first signature and the first half of the month. And then day 16, like I said, I was like, what do I do different? So I took the big tag and I punched holes and made a little page edge or side tuck here. And this is the piece that goes with it. These were leftovers, so I went and just added those in there. But there's the storyline on the back. On the other side, so I had misprinted some paper at the very beginning, but it was two-sided, so I made one of those. I got this from Rach and Bella. It's kind of like a crisscross fold, and it makes like 4 pockets. So this is what, day 17? And so I've got storyline in there, and it fits. Now you can actually glue it where you have an extra pocket there in the back, but or even on the side there. These were extras here. Just trying to fill my pockets up. All right, 17, and then day 18. I have this. This is the flap from an envelope. That's later here in the pocket parts and later in the signature. So I just glued a little daily piece there. And what I did was I took the big tag and I just backed all my this particular tag just to use it up. And then that was an extra tag I had. All right, I've already lost track of the day. And then, so she has some of these that are like file folder type. So I made a, pocket out of that one. But, oh, I know what it is. So this day didn't have a big tag, like it has a tag. Every day has a tag, but some days had that bigger bifold tag. So there's the tag for today. This day had a coin envelope, coin pocket. And so I had leftover from backing this, I believe. This is the other half of it. Turned it into a pocket. All right. And then the next day, this is when the plates and bowls were broken on the floor. This was the big piece. Instead of making it like a big tag or folder or whatever it was, I just made it a corner and tuck. There's the story on the back. And all right, so this is one of those days that had a file tab side, like a file folder. Just call it a file folder. So I cut it in half and I turn them, in towards each other and glued a little piece of cardstock there so it can close like that. And then the tag flips up. So that's that. All right, and then there's another one of these little coin envelopes, and I decided to do it on the side. And it's got the tag in there if I can get it out. Oh, there we go. All right, and then this is when Mr. Brindle, the detective, showed up and started setting up his equipment to catch, doing his psychical investigation. All right, then I took another piece of that one from that corner tuck and just made another little partial corner tuck there. It's still a corner tuck, it's just different shape. There's the story. This one talked about the little notebook, and this is what I'm talking about. Little, she has these pieces like that. I just left this one like that, and then this is half of one of those jumbo bifolds. You'll see later in the journal, and that was a piece of a tag that I didn't use. Turned it into a pocket. And that's the tag for today, just a little piece of cardstock up there. Same thing there. This is bifold, I just stuck the tag in there. Skip a page to it. Okay, so this one was a coin envelope, and I thought, I really got to do something different. So I turned it into sort of like a library pocket. So what I did was the big piece that's the same size as the front here, that if you glued it, you wouldn't see it. So I thought, well, I cut that off, and I cut the little flap off that would close the coin envelope. And I left the two little side flaps, and I put glue on those, and I flipped this around and glued it to the little flaps, and I glued it along that 1 inch where there's not a flap. I did punch this first. So I was just trying to do something a little bit different. That one had a lot of storyline. All right. And then I got to that envelope, and I just glued the tag there. And I took the jumbo tag and cut it way down, glued the story on the back. And then this was a bonus tag, and it had a candle. So I thought, well, kind of goes with that theme there. All right, so there's that jumbo tag that you saw. The other half of it, I just turned it into a little, so like a corner tuck, I guess. And there's the storyline there. So I guess that's day 29. This is day 30. So on day 30, this was a file folder type. I just cut it down, used that side, and I used the other half and just stuck it in the pocket. Get right on that. There's the story. That was a bonus tag. And then the very back here, I've had this. This was the first thing I made. I really enjoyed making this. Um, and so I added a pocket so it can stay in there. And that was the investigators, their little folder. So, but I made a really big journal for this project, and I was busy kind of at the beginning of the month. And anyways, I see why people maybe just make a box and like a tag book. But I'm really proud of this journal cover because it's the most even I've ever done with 2 signatures. This is at Amazon packaging paper that sometimes is just crumpled up and shoved in there, in a cereal box. So go back, check out the other videos, and obviously, if you're watching this, you probably already know who Tracy is. If not, she's linked below. And that's it, friends. I think it's pretty stuffed. I'm not sure what I'm going to do with it now, but I guess I'll hang on to it for some ideas. All right, guys, I appreciate you and your time. Don't forget to hit like, comment, and subscribe, and I'll see you in the next one. Until then, bye bye.